This bird is out of control.
Bird is, well, he's eating.
You just dropped your grits.
So we learned what I've learned from having not a passenger pigeon. I'm talking like a racing pigeon.
Racing. This is high strung.
You know how like athletes,
like warm blood.
Athletes eat those energy bars and stuff. They got to keep constantly eating.
Athletes
lots
like in the subway. They eat them energy bars as well.
Yeah, no. Like athletes eat a lot of calories because they're burning a lot of calories.
Yeah.
And apparently, racing pigeons. I've fed this thing like a couple of bowls full of bird seed, and this thing just keeps going and it doesn't stop eating.
Have you tried cilantro?
We'll stop that. Maybe
we'll slow it down a bit.
I just realized that racing pigeons are like the Labrador Retriever of birds. They'll eat anything and they'll just keep eating. You know, like
oh yeah,
yeah, because labs are hunting dogs. They were kind of raised
gun dogs. It's funny that we're talking about it, but they're retrievers.
You know how shepherd dogs were kind
of down duck, go get it.
Shepherd dogs were always trained to be when you'll get fed at the end of the day, so they never they don't have an instinct. Hunting
dogs in general, though, isn't it?
Hunting dogs have to be hungry all the time and not be fed any regular meals, so that they're always on the hunt. They're always trying to get the next meal, right? So that's why when labs.
Working?
Well, no, I used to have a leopard. Like
what?
A leopard.
A leopard?
A leopard. It was a Labrador German Shepherd mix. A leopard. Shepherd and Lab Shepherd.
Just clarify here.
Anyways, the shepherd part of it.
Where are you guys filming from? South Africa? Leopard.
Dubai.
Contact
Dubai. Leopard with
my diamond leopard
with the
go on.
collar. No, so
I'm gonna hijack your thought right there.
Okay.
We had the highest tower of power, CN Tower.
CN Tower.
Did we tallest freestanding structure.
Had we driven around with cheetahs in our cars, we'd still have the tallest structure in the world. But we didn't. We're Canadians, we let it go.
We let it go because somebody else had
adding on to it.
Somebody else made it the largest freestanding erection in Toronto, which is probably
is that what they call it, a big smoke? Because it looks like a big cigarette.
No, that's Hamilton's a big smoke.
No, Toronto's a big smoke.
No, it's not.
I thought Toronto's a big smoke.
It's not. Hamilton's the big smoke.
Really?
Because we got the steel mills and shit.
No, the big smoke has always been TO.
No,
I thought it was because it's a cigarette. It looks like a smoke. No, big smoke.
No, it's a big phallic object. Anyways, somebody else beat them. I forget who it was that made it freestanding. The Canadians give them because we're nice.
Actually, after the CN Tower, the Burj Dubai is beat it. There are other buildings taller than the CN Tower, but they never beat it.
They never beat it. Beat it. That's the only move I know from Beat It. Michael Jackson.
It's weird.
King of Pop. It's exactly that move. Beat it.
Literally,
it is that move. It's beat it. Something. Anyway,
something.
I'll get a copyright infringement on that. Oh, that sounds good, man. Holy shit! You heard of a tuned exhaust? Holy shit! So, anybody out there with a fart can? Don't just stop. Stop. Okay. What were we talking about?
You know what?
CN Tower, largest freestanding erection. Let's talk about it.
You know what I miss? I miss this.
Go on.
I haven't heard it in a long time. This. You know, you used to know back in the 90s, early 2000s, the spring was coming, the summer was coming when you heard
spring is coming. 5-finger Mustang, LX.
Like, it just, yeah, exactly. It'd be like,
back then it was that. Yeah.
Slowly, when the bass would build.
The bass would build, and then there'd be the vibration of the trunk lid. Yeah.
The license plate.
Trunk lid. Yeah. Oh man, it's so good.
And I used to think that it was the rear hatch that was vibrating so much. You know what? It wasn't. It was the rear view mirror that was vibrating so much. It looked like the rear hatch was vibrating. I used to have.
Okay. What?
Yeah, I used to have a hatchback. Me and my
not an LX like Mustang.
No, I had a Scirocco.
Yes, good call.
So my buddy.
No, but wait.
It wasn't a 16 valve. It was an 8 valve.
8 valve. Okay, that's fine.
90 horse.
What year?
84. But I would smoke Mustang LXs from light to light.
Yeah, I know.
From light to light.
Gearing and light.
Like it was was like you were maybe 0.5 seconds in every gear. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when my buddy Razor Ramon,
Jesus Christ.
he had his dad's big subwoofer 12s, like house speakers, and an amp. And he's like, we gotta throw these in the back of your car.
Wait, was it actually house speakers?
House
I had a friend that had house speakers as well. Anybody that's got house speakers in the trunk.
So we threw him in, and he made this bass tape, just nothing but bass.
Because they had those back then. Right?
Yeah.
To test out the bass.
So he recorded, like he had an album, and he made this bass tape.
Yeah.
And we were driving around, and
what car was it again?
a Scirocco.
Okay,
and we cranked the bass every time we saw people. Every time we saw people, we cranked the bass. I swear to God, maybe a half hour, not even into it. We both, I stopped the car, we both jumped out of the car, and we vomited. We were both puking on the side.
Super cool.
We both had it, and I pulled over the side of the road, he just opened his door, I ran out, and we all, and it was just because the bass was just rattling
your guts.
Oh, it was brutal.
Okay, I got one better. I know it's gonna be hard to top. I didn't do the puking thing.
What's that?
I had a friend, and he had a K car. Okay, so a lot of people don't know, it's a Reliant.
K-Class?
It's K car, K-Class, Plymouth. I think there's a couple Dodge Aries and the Plymouth Reliant, which is all the K-Class.
The K-Class.
So he had I think it was Plymouth Reliant.
I put a Mercedes emblem on my buddy's K-Class.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
He had a rusty sticker on the back, and was it his brother's? I think he sold it to him or something like that. Anyways, complete limo tint, totally legal tint back then. Had the awesome maroon.
5%.
Yeah, it was 5%. It was.
It was.
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. It's illegal.
Okay.
With an I.
Illegal with an I.
If you see police, you roll the windows down.
Oh, the windows down.
You roll them down.
So they know you.
Yeah.
And you
can see me, right?
You wave your gun. You want to pull me over? Huh? You want to pull me over now?
It's windows, man. Look at that.
Packing heat.
Nobody's packing anything. You're packing your Pez. Anyways, so he had two 12s and a 15 in there. And he had tweeters in the front that were just, you know what we're talking about, like piercing?
Were they just busted? Were they like...
No, they weren't busted. They were proper. But they were like the highest piercing, like break glass sort of.
Like dogs in the area.
But in human tones. Ooh. So if humans were dogs, like we're not, obviously, but that's what it sounded like. We were dogs all of a sudden. They were like dog whistles going off right here. Right? And then in the back, he had like 6 inchers and two 12s and a 15 in a K car, right? So that, obviously, you play anything, Moby or all that shit back then, playing like, anyone want to look it up for a laugh, it's Spotify. What the hell what was back then we're all listening to? Everybody's rolling around through the beach with Ace. There was 1 year where it was Ace of Base rolling through.
I saw the sign. Opened up my eyes.
And the windows down, and they're like, right, 5 liter or whatever, and then I saw the sign, like all this like wussy stuff, and it's like boop, 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 like Sweden pop, or it might as well be ABBA, but they're like like boom, 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 boom. And they're doing like burnouts and shit at the beach and shit with Ace of Base blaring out the side. That was that year, man. And then there was a year where the pop dance, 90's dance, so where it was like crazy, right, really big. And there was a point where you remember, I don't know, there's like 2 or 3 songs. Somebody started, I don't know who it was. Put down in the comments, you know. Where they slowed it down, so it's like whatever the song was, and then they slowed it, and they slowed it right down. And then I don't know if that's where they started with the drop the bass, where it's like and the drop's never worth it, at the end of it. But there was like, somebody started that whole in the middle of the 8-minute song. You would slow it right down over the course of 2 minutes, and then you go back to crazy speed again. I forget those songs. They were a huge hit back in the 90's. But imagine that coming out of a K car. There was a point where
one of the coolest beach moments I had. We were at Wasaga Beach, and me and my buddies were staying at this motel, whatever. But it was on kind of like close to the main strip where all the cars would just kind of do their loop.
Yeah,
you see the same car like every half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, you know what's up.
And this guy had his bass blaring, and there's like girls walking in bikinis down the sidewalk.
Nice.
And he was in a Grand Am. So parents' car.
How young do you have to be where you think
parents' car, 4-door Grand Am, parents' car. All of a sudden, boom! The airbag goes off.
What?
Because he hit the guy in front of him because there's a girl in a bikini.
Oh my god, wasn't he paying attention?
Yeah, wasn't paying attention. It was like the biggest bang ever. I'm like, holy cow! And he was just red faced. He hit the like, and he had burn marks down his arms because he was holding on to the steering wheel, right? So
back then, I don't know if they changed the.
I don't know. Like back then, it was like 2 and 12.
They actually put gunpowder in.
They say like before it was 2 and 12. Now they say like 4 and 7, whatever. Down here.
I think it's 3 and 9.
Whatever. No, you're supposed to hold down here because the airbag will not destroy you. If you're up here, it just.
But you're not a race car driver though. That'll take like 1/10 off your time on the knots. Screw that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Steering down here.
Who steers that? If I'm doing knots because I'm eating a Big Mac, I put the knee up on the steering. I'm like eating a Big Mac.
Kids
distracted driver.
I'm a race car driver.
Well, you got that. You know, we got a fucking knob on the bottom and just like roll it like that. Texting.
Do you ever put a knob on your steering wheel and pretend you're a trucker?
No, I never put a knob on my steering wheel.
No. Anyways, yeah. So he
thought that was cool, K-car.
Yeah.
When you're young, and this, I don't want to forgive everybody with a fart can, like when we heard, anybody with a Civic or anything like that, don't know. It's like, that's your car, man, that's freedom and shit like that. And you're trying to throw money at it.
Are Civics even, because it used to be the cheap cars were the, like a starter car where it started at 13,000 or whatever, that was a car you buy.
You mean brand new?
Yeah, because when you were a kid, whatever, you didn't have any money, so the used one was like whatever, $2,000. But nowadays, cars are so expensive. Like what's and nobody's buying. None of the kids are buying like cars.
The kids are buying them, but they're buying them by finance. They're financing everything.
Yeah, apparently, what I heard from the auto industry is that everybody's socializing on social media. Nobody's hanging out and like going out. So like young kids are not buying cars like they used to.
Oh, that's probably true.
Because the old days, like you wanted to see your friends, like that was the thing.
Oh yeah, because you had to talk to them.
Yeah.
Or be on the phone, but the phone is attached to a cord.
Yeah, so you needed to hang out with your friends.
And
now
you didn't have call waiting or whatever. So
now you're socializing on social media like we are right now.
Yeah.
And nobody cares.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Nobody buys a car anymore.
I feel